Oh man, bro, we looking. Hey, bro, I look good, feel good. You feel me? Got to get
I
that
just
shit.
need to get the haircut, man. I get the haircut.
But I'm can't, bro. Bro. I'm telling you, bro. That's the hardest thing about moving when I moved to Atlanta. Haircuts, bro. It's hard to find a barber you can trust. I done had two haircuts here, two or three. I mean, I've been here for like 6 months, and that's like not good. I've had plenty of other haircuts. People had to cut my haircut when I went on sets and
Yeah,
stuff. But like my own barber, I ain't got that bit. Like I need to.
no.
Luckily, Prodigy's mom put me on a barber. I'm gonna get my haircut by him in a couple weeks, so hopefully he do good. If not, I'm gonna tell her you gotta get hey bro, need me a new barber expeditiously, bro.
Yeah, you can't just trust any barber, bro.
Bro,
But speaking
God,
of barber, bro. But speaking of barber getting cut, let's talk about a screen, man.
bro, talk about a lot of cutting and stabbing. Yeah, man, that junk was.
Man,
Ooh, man. I'm gonna be on. Okay, so first question. Did have you seen any of the originals? I've seen the originals, but that was a long time ago. So like I kind of
yeah, I see.
went to this one blind a little bit.
Same. But I kind of understood the story a little bit. How they were basically like, I like how they was doing like how they did for Halloween. Like they was saying stuff. Well, they was going based off Halloween, but they was going based off how Hollywood is today with these reboots and how people don't like them. For example, like I said, example of Saw, Halloween. A lot of people that those. Well, I don't know. I gotta look at the reviews for Saw again, but Halloween didn't get any good reviews of the reboot because people don't like how the directors and the producers went this way instead of keeping with the storyline. Like as Chucky, because
Yeah,
remember in Chucky, he was trying his whole idea was to get Andy's soul, but then him and Andy became friends.
yeah.
I like how they kind of threw some of that stuff in there.
It was kind of like creatively, it was very cool how they did that bit. Like one of my favorite parts was definitely they made callbacks to some of the original like old way before our time like scary movies.
Yeah.
Like because I remember, bro, my one of my film classes here in Atlanta, we had to look at something from Alfred Hitchcock and his movie. I can't remember. It's a famous scary movie that they basically touched like did like a scene like the shower scene and shit. It was kind of just like his movie, but it was totally different. I liked how they did that. Like you saying, referencing all those old school movies like Halloween, Saw. Um, it's crazy. Like the week before I watched the movie, we talked about reboots in class. So like it was like I was watching like a reboot talk about reboots. So that was kind of clear how they did that bit.
I like how they threw that in there because that was very interesting to me because I look at like just not just horror movies, just movies in general growing up, like Lion King, how like it was different as like watching live, but then like the the kid in me was like, well, this version was better. This
Yeah.
person was better. I like this actor, so like I like how they threw that in for the reason and like threw that in because like you look at some of the old movies like Scream 4, I think, or is it 3 or 2?
Mhm.
Where the dude like loved the stab movies, but he didn't like how they rebooted them, and he was going around killing people because he wanted to make his own movie. So it's like they kept with the same storyline, which I love about that because now you look at these movies, these reboots, they never keep with the same storyline. It's always the director wants to go in this direction, and he doesn't want to go back in the past. So
Yeah.
to keep up with the storyline was awesome.
Like keeping up the storyline, but doing something a little bit different. That was kind of clean. And like I thought like the characters was interesting. Like I was main reason I watched the movie because my dog from the boys, I just forgot his name, but I knew he was gonna be in the movie, so I'm like, bro, I love him as an actor. And then Jenna Ortega, I started watching some more of her work. I'm a big fan of her, so like I was like, bro, I'm gonna tune in. And bro, honestly, like bro, them two ate. This is my two favorite characters in the movie. Like they ate. Like bro, straight facts, bro.
Facts.
Like and like this is like a slasher movie. Like I love slasher movies. So like, bro, it was kind of clean, like how they was doing all the like, bro, the stat, bro, like from the
Yeah.
jump. Like I like how like it's from the jump, like instantly already in that bit, which I expected. Like they just did it
Yeah.
perfectly. There was no slowing down. Pace was good, bro. That shit was chill. Honestly, that jump was dope. Like I really enjoyed, it,
Yeah.
especially in the beginning when she when the sister first get that call. It says first
Yeah.
call and she's like, I gotta go back. I'm like, but do you really like? You're
Nah.
asking for trouble. Like I know that's your sister, bro. Like, but yeah, it was kind of cool. Like making them feel a little bit because I feel like with some scary movies, there's not enough emotion attached. But like I felt a little bit of a emotional attached to this one, so that was dope.
Yeah, and I actually like that they didn't put more gore into it because the last couple of horror movies, like say on Halloween and Chucky, you didn't really get the gore that you would get back in the day. But like now that they're bringing it back, it's all right. Horror film is coming back to where it used to be, how it was when our parents were growing up watching those movies back in the 90s and 80s and 70s.
Yeah.
That was awesome too.
Yeah, for real. Like the blood, like so much blood, especially at towards the end, bro. Like when someone gets stabbed, bro, you will see the blood. I'm like, bro, I need that. Like I'm not the biggest fan of looking at blood, but like, bro, like I want it to be more realistic. So like, bro, all that
Yeah.
blood they had, I'm like, bro, factuals. Like, bro, give me that. Like, bro, like,
And I like that they also threw something else in there. I hope this is like they're doing another reboot and it's awesome, a good one. They when they went back and you saw the street name was Elm Street. So this like they kind of threw something in there. I was like,
yeah,
maybe, hopefully we get something. That's what I hope. Do
yeah,
a lot of references in there because I think they said the direct. I had to do some research, but I think the director either in the old one or this one, he directed night one. He did the Freddy Krueger movies, one of them. So I'll do some research on it. I'm not sure, but that's some things I heard. So I mean, that'd be awesome. Totally
yeah.
awesome.
It would definitely be awesome because like his vision for this movie definitely played out well. Like the way they wrote it, the way they shot it was dope. Like we got some, and like, bro, like the only like my one of my only gripes was considering the amount of characters that was in the movie, it was kind of easy to figure out who might it be. Like
Yeah,
because it wasn't like it was about, I think it was no more than like how many of them, about the friend group was like maybe six, and then like you have the two adults and then like
yeah,
his sister. So it was no more than 10 people. So like you was able to really count on who you didn't see when the slasher popped up, Ghostface, the Ghostface killer pop up. So like that, like, but then again, it was a little bit suspenseful towards the middle. In the beginning, I was like, I think I might know who it would be. Then I was like, I don't know. Towards the middle, I got confused, but then I instantly, it clicked back in my head towards like after the brother died. No, after the brother got stabbed. What's her name's brother? I was like, okay, I think I know
yeah.
who it is now. Yeah, that I was my only gripe. But then again, hey, bro, sometimes, bro, some of the movies they meant for you to figure it out. They just want you to see
Yeah.
some good slashing, and I think that's what was with this movie.
Yeah. And that was my biggest issue. Like they kind of made the kills kind of obvious. Because when I watch movies like that, I want to be suspense. Like I want to like make me guess wrong, make me guess a wrong person, and like, all right, boom, this is the person right here. I feel like I'm a good detective, bro. After watching that movie, and,
Yeah,
like it was so easy. Especially the part where they went to the basement. Spoilers, by the way, if you got to say that in the beginning, it's spoilers. But
yeah,
they was in the basement and she was talking to the one girl. I forgot her name, but when they both went down there and get the beer, I believe, and she
hmm
was like, "You may be a killer," and like when they had that monologue, to, all right, yeah, it's kind of obvious who the killer is.
yeah, because she was like the, I would say she was the big like she was the big know-it-all of those movies, of the stab movies. So like she was able to pick up on stuff, and like she knew what and what not to do. So like even though she chose to go by alone, I think she did that for the simple reason of, hey, just like leave people out. But yeah, I was, yeah, bro. Nah. You talking about bro? Let me find her character name. You talking about Amber? You talking about when Amber
Yes, Amber.
and Mindy was down there, bro. Mindy was funny, bro. Like she was funny as hell. Like
I
when
think
she
that was my favorite character. Also, that's my favorite character in the movie.
Mindy, yeah, like Mindy, she was, because once she knew like how most of this stuff went, and then like she was just very optimistic. Like she she was really trying to play the killer's next step and all that. So, and she knew, hey, she's like, bro, she's like, somebody here is the killer. I'm just saying. So like, I was like, hey, bro, shoot, hey, bro, she's smart as fuck, you know.
Yeah,
And bro, the boyfriend, my my dog from the boys, Richie, bro. Even though he was one of the killers, bro, he was so funny, bro. I totally forgot about him. So like when it popped out that he was one of the killers, I was like, bro, I totally forgot. You funny as fuck, bro. No wonder why you one of the killers. Like, bro, the comedic character, you wouldn't like, bro. People would want to cling on to them. So I totally forgot about that. I was like, bro. I'm like, oh well. I'm like, I guess. I'm like, they said don't trust the love interest in the beginning, and hello, Boom. Definitely the love interest one of the killers. So I was like, ah, shit, yeah, true.
That's what threw it away to me was in the beginning when he called Amber. Well, not Amber. He called Tara. And he's
Yeah.
like he said with Amber. It kind of made it obvious. I wish it would have did something different, like because I looked. I was like, if here's a video of him at Amber's house, but then Amber showed an old video of her, but then she was at her house. That's when she opened the door. So it's like, it's kind of obvious. I wish they kind of went to a differently, like a different route. Like maybe it would have been like a boyfriend or
Hmm.
something like that. But at the same time, I'm not a good story writer, so I can't really say, well, I wish it went this way. But it was still, in general, it was still a good movie. I still enjoyed it. I just wish it was a little bit more hard for me to figure out who the killer was.
Yeah, because and I think that's just due to the amount of characters they had. Plus, it was a good callback. Like the two killers, Richie and Amber, it was a good callback to the beginning. Like and get you better because usually when you finally figure out who the killers is, some of the half of the time it's wide open in plain sight. Like boom, like did you not think about this or that? Like it made sense for them to be the killer because they knew the ins and outs. Well, not Richie at the maybe I don't know because Richie couldn't have because he's never been to that house or has he? We don't know. But like it made sense for Amber because she's her friend, so she knows the ins and outs of that house, and then like she could have easily got Richie to film that stuff and then all those calls. So one of my things that I was curious about was if those were the two killers, when and where were they doing the killing? Because like I know for facts, Amber at one point when Richie was with Sam the sister, she was he was definitely not the killer at the time, and it was Amber. But like, bro, like in the beginning, was that Richie? Was that possibly Richie? Because they weren't. They don't. He didn't live that far from where Tara stayed at. So
Yeah, and then the whole thing at the hospital kind of threw it away too, gave it away because when she went to take her medicine, because man, I think she had like something was going on with her mind. I guess she had like anxiety or something. And she wanted to take her medicine, and then he was there, and then like, boom, he's not there no more. He's in the room with Tara. So it's like, but it could have also been Amber because remember Amber also left too. So I like how they put that scene out where like it gives you suspension. Like, all right, like this killer was just hitting the hospital. Where were you the whole time? So it's crazy.
yeah, because like the killer had to know the ins and outs, so they had to be there with them. And it's always with these type of movies, it's always one of the characters. So I just thought it was interesting. At one point, I did think it could have been Mindy at one point just because she's the know-it-all, but I was like, that's too obvious. I'm like, that's too obvious if it's Mindy. Plus, Mindy had no probable suspense to kill Tara, like that we never knew about. Like her and Tara, the best of friends, they never had issues, which was kind of crazy that it's Amber who was like her best, like the closest to her, that turned out to be the killer. So you're like, oh, closest one to you makes sense. Yeah, but I was just like, wow.
I was
That's
skeptical with I was skeptical with Chad in the beginning because man, when there was there at the pool lounge, her ex boyfriend, his girlfriend's ex boyfriend was there, and then
yeah.
he got killed. So I was like, it'd be a Chad, but then like you said, the relationship with them and Tara, so it's like yeah, look at how the relationship was. So like they kind of like okay, maybe not. So
Yeah, and plus they really just did it. Plus, like it didn't even necessarily have to be a good relationship. They just wanted a good sequel. And then when he was sitting there watching the movies, when Richie was sitting there watching the movies, I'm like, bro, he got probable cause now to want to be a killer because he's like, yeah, he's like, bro, I don't blame the killer. He's like, these movies definitely suck. I'm like, oh, you feel that way? You could definitely be the killer. So like, but like, bro, the movie was funny too. Like, the action scenes was kind of clean too, especially towards the end when they was shooting with the guns and stuff. Like,
yes, yeah, I enjoyed that.
bro, that joke was raw. Bro,
But
them
I
cops,
like
them cops suck. I'm gonna be honest, cops suck.
yeah, especially when in the hospital, like how you have a gun and like you just you let somebody stab you. And like speaking of that part, um, I forgot his name. I got to look at the character's name again. He was the ex sheriff, and he was trying to save them, and he had a chance to shoot because he knew that you shoot him in the head or the back of the head, they would die. And then Scar, Ghostface, he knows that he makes a phone call, someone's gonna pick it up. It was crazy. I don't like the way he died. I feel like he should have died a better way than that.
Yeah,
Like it could have been
Dewey.
some other ways he
You
could
talking
have
about
got killed.
Dewey? You
Yeah,
talking about the cop, the old cop Dewey? Yeah, that was like, I'm like, bro, why didn't you do that at first, bro? Just like,
yeah. They answer the phone. You feel me?
yeah, like, and what was so, and plus, I think one thing that was interesting was the fact that Amber, considering she was one of the killers, you never see the bullet wounds ever, cause like she was shot like torso wise, so you never saw her bullet wounds. Like anytime she showed back up after because Richie, the other killer, was in that scene, so he wasn't.
Yeah,
And how the killer went at attacking Richie. The killer didn't stab Richie, so it made sense for Richie to also be one of the killers because the killer just went like it didn't stab him on the side, it just stabbed him right on the arm. I'm like, nigga, you
yeah,
better if that was me, I'm clean clean. So it's like, hey, bro,
yeah.
nah, why you ain't kill him? Why you ain't kill him? Like,
It was a lot of craziness. They had a lot of opportunities to kill Ghostface, but I felt like the director wanted to go the right way. Because remember, Sydney got the call, so I guess they wanted Sydney to come back and be the hero.
yeah,
Basically, like every other horror movie, like I said with Halloween, Jamie Lee, she had to come back and kill Michael Myers because she knows how Michael Myers is gonna have to defeat him. So I like how what the directors when they go with the film where they go in that direction, they like Marvel, for example. Marvel they'll bring back old characters that knew how to defeat this person here. So it's like I like the route that they went with that.
hmm
But I also feel like there's so many opportunities in there to kill them off. But I like how they just when they're like, all right, let's bring back some old characters here that know what they're doing and take care of business.
yeah, for
It
like
was awesome.
nostalgia and stuff. That was pretty dope. Like when them two, like when she first ran out the house, when they get to the house, and she's screaming like he stabbed me. She's like, bro, this shit's fake. I was like, bro, yeah, bro, like
Yeah,
that joke was raw. Like that was pretty cool because like they old heads and like it's like all the old heads was dying. So like I'm
yeah,
surprised them two didn't die. I thought one of them was gonna die. Like I was like, what? Like
yeah.
what? They still alive?
I was
So
like, they should. I was like, it's some way to kill them off. I didn't see that happen.
yeah, like maybe one of them, but not both. Like, but I was like, both of them survived. I was like, who? That's something. Cause now that's a good reason, like to possibly down the road make another one. The main two from one of the originals are still alive. So hey, bro, like it's gonna be a
But
lot easier to figure out who is who.
I also like the old references they put in there, like with the whole thing was when she walked out saying she got attacked like she was hypnotized. You look at some of the old movies, it's like it's crazy. Like you see the references, it's like it's crazy, man.
hmm
It's crazy.
They referencing all that stuff for real. Like it was dope. That was dope. Yeah. What would you rate it out of 10? Like I gave it an 8 because it was simple, easy to follow. It was a little bit didn't get the 10 because it was a little bit easy to figure out who was who, but they did pretty well with the callbacks and the how they did the storyline and stuff. That was pretty dope. I liked it.
I'm looking at like 6.5 and 7 because, like I said, I like how they went back with the original storyline, the gore. Like it actually felt like a slasher film. I didn't like the fact that it was kind of obvious who the killers
Yeah.
were. That's the only thing that took me away from. But other than the acting was great. Like I said, the stabbing, the all that was great, and I actually enjoyed the movie. So I like how they went back. They were saying how who the family were. Like the twins, I think it was to cut their uncle. You
Yeah.
know, they wanted they said they had a memorial for him, and then was it Samantha?
Yeah.
Her dad
Sam and Tara's
was
dad.
was Billy. So it's like, but they're all connected. So it kind of made sense of like, all right, why they want to do all this killing also.
hmm Yeah, because hey, bro, your dad a serial killer. Like Sam's character was left open ended for me. Like they could make her a killer, honestly. But yeah, that jump was raw. But shoot, man. So you gave it a 6 out of 10,
I
6.5.
say 6.5, but I want to actually, I was between 6.5 and a 7. That's like I'm right, like right there in the middle.
So I mean, I don't know what's that like.
I
Um,
guess I'll say a 7. I just leave it at 7.
average. Oh my God, what's 15 divided by 15 divided by 2? So that's a 7.5. Jesus, I didn't know how to do math for a second. So that's a 7 point. We gave it a 7.5 out of 10. So that seems about right. Seems about right. I wonder what it got on Rotten Tomatoes.
Rotten Tomato, I think they did have a 5 stars, and I think a 4.5. Well, when I last saw it, was 4.5 out of 5.
I've got I see 7.3 out of 10 on IMDb and 75% on Rotten Tomatoes and 60% Metacritic. So 88% like the movie, so that's pretty good. So hey, they did good. Shoot. That was our little review for Scream. We're gonna have some more reviews coming up, so y'all definitely stay tuned for that. So yeah.
Drop down in the comment section below. Just drop any ideas you have for any videos you would like us to do. Drop it in the comments. We'll do them. If you want to do another horror reaction
or a movie y'all want us to review or watch, like, bro, definitely drop in the comments. We're gonna be doing some more movie reviews soon. So yeah, y'all keep it lit, bro. Likes, comments, subscribe, be out there, you know. Man, it's been a minute. All right, bet.
And hit the notification bell because we do post
Notifications, bing bing. Oh yeah.